Hello, and welcome to the Cloud Brothers. I'm
I'm
Corey,
Scott. I'm Scott. We are
the
Cloud
Cloud
Brothers.
Brothers. That's right. We said it in unison that time. It was almost in stereo. It was perfect.
There we go.
So,
Stereo,
uh, so,
stereophonics.
so today on the Cloud Brothers, we want to acknowledge that I believe we went up to 118 subscribers. Then we went down to 116 or something like that. And now we're back up to 118.
Yeah.
Sort of the opposite of how I wanted our goal to go. The weird thing is because of the algorithm on YouTube, most of our videos recently have been getting like 251, 281 views. The last video we posted, which was on Amazon Transcribe, got 31 views
Yeah. That's
in
transcribe's
two
not
weeks.
super popular.
That's probably why nobody's searching for it. But
Everybody searches for Lambda. Everybody searches
yeah,
for
it makes sense.
serverless. Everybody searches for machine learning. Transcribe AWS is a cool service, but like Amazon Poly, we wouldn't do very well with that one either.
That's fair enough.
It's down the rabbit hole, too far down the rabbit hole, I think.
That's okay. But if you want to see more quality content like this, make sure you like and subscribe. And we won't say that too much. I might do some editing and put it around every now and then. Subliminally to not be as annoying. But thank you for all you that subscribe. But Scott made an interesting
Yeah, so
thing today.
let me
Yeah, go on.
let me do the intro for
Yes,
this.
please.
So little diversion from what we did before. I was on vacation for 2 weeks. I got super bored, and I started looking at how to put Ansible and Terraform together.
Oh,
And then our plan for today is I wrote a README as much as I could possibly, or much as I possibly could on my own to see if you could do it. So our goal
Okay.
for today is to walk you through this thing. But I think I put everything in the README. So if you just maximize the browser for
okay.
now.
Yep.
and
Just
we'll
give me a
go through.
second because I just had to shift our cameras on the other computer because we're being super fancy today. Magic of television, exactly. Yeah, I can. I don't know. Does it do Control Plus? Yes, it does.
Yeah, just
This is
click
Chromium.
on README. It doesn't matter actually. You can do it either. But yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yep.
fine.
So,
No,
yep, we're looking at this. You wrote all this, so
yeah, I wrote all this, and so what we're doing today is kind of cleaning it, seeing what I missed. I'm going to take notes if we missed anything and improve it because that's what GitHub is for.
okay.
So base assumptions, you have an AWS profile and you know how to create one.
Got
You
it.
know what an
Got it.
AWS profile is and know how to create one.
Yep. Yeah. So, what level would you say this is? If, like the 10-minute tutorials we've been doing, is this beginner, intermediate, or novice?
It's between beginner and intermediate.
And
You
how?
have to know how,
Yeah, go on.
you have to know how to make an EC2 instance. Having a little bit of Ansible knowledge would be useful, but not absolutely required because it's all automated.
Yep.
Knowing what a region is, knowing what an SSH key is, knowing how it's all in that quick start actually.
Oh,
How
okay.
how to change the permissions on the thing, how to change a variable in Terraform. So not beginner, not novice,
All right.
but not advanced. I'd say beginning, intermediate.
20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah, we should be able to get it in 20 minutes.
Okay. So let's look at. So that was the first line you said. We use the
Yes.
default profile for the demo, but you can change to whatever profile I wish. All right.
Yeah. So let's just go over the whole document because it's a good idea to read the document before
Sure.
we start anything.
Let's not do
So
it.
at the
Yeah,
at
go
the
on.
very top,
Yeah.
at the very top, I put the quick start there.
Mhm.
So the steps that we would require: log in to AWS, change the region to US East 1 if it is not already that, create an SSH key, and save it locally. I could put it in the region. I would assume that would be you would assume that, but anyway.
Yep.
And then chmod 400, the key that you created. Obviously, you need to change that to the key that you created, or you can call it the key that I created.
Just like this, yeah. As long as it matches.
Yeah. And then we'll go through this later as part of the step, just so you know what's going on. But in the Ansible config file, there's a variable called private key file. And you put the location where you save it there. I'm hoping that sentence makes that makes sense.
Fair enough.
And then update the key name with your key name in the AWS instance creation block of the ANSI terraform.tf file, which we'll go through in a second as well.
Yep.
And then in the null resource block, that should say of the Terraform file, change that. Change the private key to the location of the key that you downloaded. And there are currently 2 null resource blocks. Once you have all that done, you go to your Terraform, go to a terminal window, or terminal, and then run Terraform apply, accept yes, and then wait till it's done, and then it'll output a public IP address and paste it into the browser to prove that your content was provisioned. So everything else, that's the end of the quick start.
Yep.
Everything else is just sort of more details, more deep dive of the quick start.
Okay.
So we can go through. It's not that long, actually. We can just go through all.
Yeah,
of
we can.
Yeah. So a demonstration of how to integrate Terraform with Ansible. I modified that guy's script. This is where the original demo came from. You can open that if you want. It doesn't really matter. It's I took his concept and changed it quite a bit. But it was inspired by that.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Quote my source.
Well, we can put it in the description.
Put that in the description for sure, because this was not my original idea. I just modified it.
Well, that's how the IT world is built. So
yeah, exactly.
It's just fine.
Okay, so yeah, and then my modifications to the original demo, they used username and password to log into the machines. I changed it to the SSH key because that just makes more sense.
Yep.
I modified the instance YML playbook, the Ansible playbook, to use my own index files instead of their default content, which you'll see when we're done.
Yep.
And then it's the same thing. Replace the references to user, password, login method with SSH key access method.
Yeah.
And then the demo shows a simple way to integrate Terraform and Ansible at the same time. So you're provisioning and configuring with a single step instead of doing multiple
That's
steps.
Cool.
Probably some improvements that can be made. If you can think of any, and be happy to review them, put them in a pull request. That's for everybody.
Yeah, anybody that sees this. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We modified it to... Sorry, go on.
Yeah,
it's your thing.
Modified it to get it to work with one step to create the instance and provision it at the same time and apply commands instead of running it twice like I think the original demo was doing. Because they had commented out the thing in the file, and then they ran it, and then they said uncomment this and run it again. That didn't make sense to me, so I changed it a little bit.
So just zoomed out on this little...
Yeah, so that's just Terraform, and then it makes the Terraform, makes an EC2 instance, sends the information back, and then runs the Ansible playbook to the configuration on the EC2 instance. So step 1 is the top, step 2 is the bottom.
Okay, got you. Yeah. All right, I'm going to zoom back in here. Let's look at the code and see how it all works.
Yeah.
We start with the... Yeah, okay, go on.
Yeah. Use the US East 1 as the default region. If you change a region, you'll need to update the AMI for what you want. What I didn't put in there is I used Amazon EC or Amazon Linux 2. I should put that in as that's the AMI I used, but it's fine. You can modify it to whatever instance you want. Just have to change it a little bit. So that's just the connector block. And I removed username, password, and changed the profile to default. So if you want to use a different profile for a different account, that's where you change it in the Terraform
Yep, got you.
code. Yeah. And then there's just a little Terraform block for creating the EC2 instance with the AMI ID. And there's the other one, change me to your key name. So you have to have your key name that you want your EC2 instance to use there.
Okay.
Right? It's very straightforward. And then the next block is out getting the IP and storing it locally.
Mm-hmm.
So that's output of op1 gives you your AWS instance and your public IP, and then takes it and stores that IP into a local file called IP text. Right?
Yeah, got you.
And then the next block creates and attaches the EBS volume. So the top one gives you your EBS volume, and then the second one that's right behind you, if you scroll up a little bit, says attached.
Okay,
actually,
fair.
attached is spelled wrong. Still, it should be spelled wrong. But anyway.
Oh, here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's commented out, so it won't make a difference.
Yeah,
But it can be corrected.
I thought I fixed that, but anyway.
Yes.
So then, and then mounts the volume. I think it's a 1 gig volume by default, and then the volume is where your content is going to go. And then output 2, op2 is your AWS volume attachment that doesn't get used anywhere. I don't know why it's there, but whatever. It's just a demo that I grabbed from somewhere, so we'll figure that out. And that's what it says, actually. I'm not sure why there's an EBS volume being attached as part of the demo. It doesn't seem to be required to get it to work, but I could be wrong. If somebody knows why there's EBS volume, please let me know. I don't quite understand why. Okay, so now we go into some hocus pocus trickery stuff with Terraform. Creating a null resource. And what this does is it depends on your AWS instance OS1. So it will wait for your AWS instance OS1 to finish before it runs.
Mm-hmm.
It will then connect, and then there's another spot in the Terraform key where you have to, or private key, where you have to change me to your key, PEM. So you have to put the key there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then it copies the IP text to temp IP text. So it's copying from your local system to the EC2 instance. And then the second one, it's just null remote 2, another null resource. I'm not sure if these can be combined. Again, somebody's good at Ansible and tells me that these can be combined. Please let me know in the comments, because I'd like to know. And this is the same thing, private key, change that to your private key, and then scroll up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says provisioner file. So it takes the instance YML, which the Ansible playbook, copies it to temp instance,
Mm-hmm.
and then runs the remote exec provisioner, and runs all of those commands to do all of those things. And then, so that's the Terraform file. Now we go through the Ansible playbook. The Ansible playbook is instance YML, and it does all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And then successful output ...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks familiar.
So just pull up the other. We'll just go. Actually, just pull up the code real quick. Or sorry.
Like from the last page?
Yeah, we might as well get started and
Okay.
clone it. So go to code to clone the code.
Where? What?
The button on the top right that says code.
Oh, right here. Okay. I got you.
The green. I should say green button.
So am I downloading a zip or just copying this?
No, you're copying that,
All right.
and then open up your terminal.
Okay.
And then, is this where you want your projects to be? Where do you keep your projects? Just on your desktop? Fine if you want. I put mine in documents projects, but
Yeah, I think that's where mine is. I just don't remember. Like, I actually have a Terraform folder, but I just don't remember where it is. It's been a while. Yeah, right here. Where's that?
that's in your root. So just cd Terraform.
Yeah. There you
Yeah. Oh, now do git clone and paste the thing you just did. There you go, paste it.
Oh, you gotta, sorry, get clone and then, sorry, I've got to do get clone and paste and then press enter.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And get rid of this 200.
Yeah, and the tilde at the end, you don't need that either. Yeah, I don't know why it does that.
I don't either,
Yeah.
because I tried to press Control B and it didn't work.
Yeah, that should work. There. Now cd into that directory.
Which directory?
The one that just created cd Terraform Ansible demo. If you hit tab, it should finish.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, that's what it is. Great.
Yeah. Do you have Visual Studio Code on this machine?
No, I think what's this? Yes, I do.
That would be just much easier to.
I've been using.
that.
Actually, I
So-
might have changed it. I was using Atom before, but that's okay.
That's fine. I can walk you through this one. So you want to open up, go to File, and then open or add file to or add folder to workspace. The 1, 2, 3 down. Yeah, and then add the folder Terraform folder. Yes, and then add that folder. Yes. And now you see you have the 2 there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just click on. You might as well maximize this now.
Okay.
And click on. I'll show you. Go to the Ansible config file first.
Okay.
The short. Yeah. So you see that line 4 there.
I do.
That's where you have to put your key file.
Mm-hmm.
Click on the instance.yml. That's the Ansible playbook.
Okay.
So that's the Ansible playbook. I don't think we've done Ansible.
Yeah, I haven't done
tutorial with
Ansible.
you.
I haven't done Ansible at all.
we'll do-
It's something I've been meaning to learn.
Yeah, we'll do. That might be one of the next things to do, even just the Hello World in Ansible. But this is
Sure.
Hello World in Ansible
Awesome.
because if you see on the top there, it says hosts and it's localhost.
Yep.
Because it's localhost, it's going to do it on the EC2 machine because you've copied it over.
Yep.
But what this does is it installs HTTPD, which is Apache, installs PHP. You've heard of PHP before.
Of course.
Starts Apache, which starts the HTTPD thing. Installs Git. Make sure Git's installed. Formats your storage, which is formatting your EBS volume. Creates a web folder, mounts the web folder, and then takes the last line there with the GitHub Smugford thing, puts the content on the web page.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all that does.
Nice.
And then click on the Ansible Terraform, the Ansible ANSI Terraform, yeah, that one. And we went through all of this already.
Yeah.
So, right, you have no questions, right? It's all
Not
pretty
really. No,
straightforward.
it's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just walk you through. So now you need to go to the AWS console and create a key and download it and make sure you know where it is and what it's named and all those things. Oh, you're in Oregon. You might want to change to.
Oh right.
US East 1.
Yeah, we're gonna go to US East 1.
Yeah. You can use Oregon, you just have to update the AMI.
Uh-oh. One sec.
Hoplee!
Excuse me.
Hoplee!
Okay. Is this where I'm making this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put keys on the bottom. Yeah, down there somewhere. Key pairs.
Yeah, key pairs. Create key pair.
Yeah, if you have one, you know where it is, you can use that one too.
I don't think I have one on this computer because I reinstalled it. I put a new operating system on it.
Yeah.
Do I have to call it anything particular?
No, just what it says there. The names can include up to 250 ASCII characters.
Oh, okay, okay. Cloud Brothers, Ansible, Terraform, -demo.
Yeah, that's specific. Yeah. And then when you create it, it should download right away. You see?
Yeah, it just did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, did it go into your downloads folder?
It did. It's right here.
Yeah. So you can leave it there.
Yep.
Fine. Just open up another terminal window.
Done.
And go cd//downloads. Space, sorry. CD space.
Oh, I gotta do a tilde after?
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Where's my tilde? There you are.
And then /downloads. /.
Oh, whoops.
And I always mix those up.
Yeah. What?
It's Linux, so it's.
So it's actually case sensitive. Okay,
Case
fair enough.
sensitive.
All right.
Yeah. See? That's a cool Linux. That's a cool and uncool Linux thing. It's like lowercase downloads and capital downloads are completely different.
Well, it's good to know. Absolutely.
So now chmod 400, the key that you just made.
And I gotta. So I have
Space 400.
Oops. Mod 400 space, and then I have to.
Whatever that key was.
Cloud.
Type cloud, and then tab. It should. That'll work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. Eh.
I think.
Cloud tab. Yep. And then enter.
Enter. Yeah.
Okay. Done.
Yeah, that's all you need to do for that. You can. If you really wanted to get fancy, you could move it into your SSH folder, or just leave it there for now.
Okay.
So you might want to copy and paste that name of that key actually, so you don't have to type it a bunch of times.
What's it called? Memo pad? On this one, notepad.
I have no idea. Terminal. I always use terminal.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Or even your
Oops.
your Visual Studio Code. Just open up another file.
Boop, boop, boop. All right.
Go file, new text file. Yeah, text file. Yeah. No, you copy it from the AWS console. I don't know how copying from the terminal works. Yeah, click there. Why is it not on the bottom there?
I don't know.
You can just make it wider by. Oh yeah, like that.
All right, there you go. It didn't copy before.
Yeah, it's because the I don't know how the terminal copy works.
Yeah, it's fine.
So now go to take. So that's in your clipboard, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So go to the ANSI Terraform TF file, and where it says your key name, paste that in there. You might want to maximize this one.
Oh yeah, that's smarter.
So line 11.
Oh, there it is. Yep, I got it.
Okay. And then there's another one, I think. It says your key name, or is it the location? I think it might be just the location now.
This one here, your key location.
Yeah, so there put the tilde and /download, and then the rest of the thing. Right down, forward, back to the other one. That's a backslash.
Oh, I did it again. It's funny.
Yeah. Forward slash again. Go back, forward slash. Now paste.
And then get rid of this.
Get rid of the rest, yeah. But leave the pen. You want the pen.
Yeah.
And then just copy that whole line actually for the other one.
Like, sorry, the whole line?
Yeah. Because there's another one of these in the other null remote 2. There's another one of these to connect to the instance.
Oh, okay.
So scroll down a little bit. Yeah, you see the other one?
Right here.
Yeah.
Whoop. There you go.
Yeah, just line that up so it looks a little better. Line up that private key. Go in front of private key, put 2 spaces. That's a formatting thing. I think, can you just scan that real quick? I think that's all of the keys that's required for that. I don't think there's any other keys for that. There's only 3 spots. That was 2 plus the key name. So now go to Ansible config. The file, Ansible config.
What about the last one?
That doesn't need to be there. I think you just pasted that by accident. That shouldn't be there.
I didn't copy that, so that doesn't make sense.
Okay, well if it's in the code, it's not good.
We'll look at it again later, but because it's after all the commented out, it might have caused a bug if it's not supposed to be there. Okay, so what's the next step?
I'll go to Ansible config. There's one more thing to do in here.
Okay.
And see where it says the path to your PEM name there? Private key number 4.
Yeah, so you have to paste there too. It's a little different though, right?
It's a little different, yeah. So paste it on, you just want the last part.
So you want to go...
Just the path. Yeah, just you don't need the file part, just the path.
Just with the quotes?
I don't even think you need the quote.
Okay. The tilde and the forward slash, etc., right up to the PEM. No quotes.
Yeah. Yeah. Work.
That looks right. Yeah.
Okay.
Then get rid of line 10.
Yeah, get rid of that one. So now I believe you can just go back to the terminal. Make sure it's saved. Make sure they're all saved. I see that a couple of things aren't saved there. You see the dot beside the things? That means they're not saved. You gotta save them.
The dot beside the things.
The dot beside the file name on the top bar where it says main TF and demo and on. There's a dot there. That means that it's not saved. Yeah. That one's just your temporary file. You don't need that one anymore. And that one is saved. It was only the Terraform one that wasn't saved.
Yeah, I didn't save it. I remembered. Okay. So we saved everything.
Yeah, just for Visual Studio Code, and to show you why I use Visual Studio Code, click on New Terminal in here. Terminal, New Terminal. It's right beside the help. Far right. Far right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, Terminal, New Terminal, yeah. And then you want it in the Terraform Ansible demo folder. So click that one, yeah. And now you're in the folder where you're editing your stuff with the terminal window. So you don't have to flop back and forth between terminal windows and the other one.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. which is why I use Visual Studio Code.
That's nice.
I'm sure Adam has something like that too.
Likely, I don't know.
Anyway, so now I think that's all the setup now. So now all you have to do is Terraform init, which I didn't put in the instructions.
Yeah, you skip the init. Well, people do Terraform plan.
Oh, you need Terraform init.
A Terraform init, Terraform plan, then apply. But everybody skips plan. That's what I understand.
That's correct.
So that I have to do from this window here.
No, you can do it from the terminal window. That's why I opened up the terminal window.
So that's what you're talking about. So you didn't want me to close it. Okay. So here we are in between us. So now I'll go Terraform init.
Yeah. And if everything's correct, it should do its initialating.
Terraform has been successfully initialized. So let us...
Yeah, you're correct about most people skip Terraform plan. And for this one, we'll just skip Terraform plan. Go straight to Terraform apply because it's not doing a lot. Excuse me. What's it say? Oh, you don't have a default provider. Or you don't have a default profile. So, if you do AWS S3 LS, what happens? Do you have a profile set up?
Like if I type that out?
Yeah.
This was an issue on that guy's course as well.
Yeah. So you need to configure your credentials here, which is not a big deal. You want to pause it.
Yeah.
And then run Terraform apply again.
Okay, so I'm just going to do Terraform init. Or is it already initted?
It's already, you don't need to do init again.
Okay.
You only need to do init once. Or if you add something.
Plan 6 to add, so that's good. Enter a value. I have to type yes. Correct?
Yeah.
Whoop. And that's important. You don't type Y, it won't work.
Yeah. Anything other than yes won't work.
Ooh.
So now you make sarcastic comments about how long it takes.
I can't believe
confirmation.
how I can't believe that this if this was cloud formation, it would have been done last week.
Yeah. So here's my rant. So AMI is not a thing.
That's your friend.
AMI, yeah. Who's AMI? AMI.
He's my friend.
You mean an Amazon machine image? You mean an AMI? Why are you calling it AMI?
Mon ami.
Yeah, stop
Straight
saying
beer.
AMI, please.
Who says ami?
Lots of people do. Drives me nuts. Change my mind. I want to do. Stop calling it AMI. It's AMI. Change my mind.
That's silly.
I know. Why are you pronouncing an acronym?
Yeah. Like, I want ASAP.
Yeah, give me an ASAP.
Give me an ASAP. Give me that apple ASAP. I like to make fun of pronunciations. Like, what's that other one that we like to tease out?
Development.
Cube kettle. That's a fine cube kettle of fish you've gotten us into.
Cube kettle, yeah. There's lots of CTLs. Oh, my favorite one is GIF and GIF. That's my favorite.
Yeah, funny enough, the person who invented it says
it's GIF.
Says it's GIF, but like professors of English and how stuff's supposed to work says it's GIF, and it's a graphic.
Yeah,
the first word means graphic. So, and then I don't remember what the last two letters stand for, but it's also an acronym. So
yeah.
So technically, it's probably GIF. Honestly.
Yeah.
Let's look at our EC2 instances.
Yeah, you'll see it coming up.
Right? Instances. Now I had two. I had one before. The other one's running the static website.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's still going through its initialization process.
Yeah, see, it says Terraform OS.
Yeah,
Oh, that one's not running, actually.
That's the name that we put in the tag. If you go through the code later, you'll see. Actually, if you go through the code now, you'll see it.
Yeah. So let's go.
Bring up that and then go to terraform.tf. Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah,
Right on top there. The name Terraform OS. That's the instance it created. If you put more tags in there, it would add more tags.
Nice.
But it's basically waiting for a public IP. Once it has the public IP, it's going to copy the stuff over there and go down to the bottom. This, go down to the bottom. This one. Yeah, more down. More down. I want all the command. More down. Almost at the bottom. Yeah, then it runs all those things at the bottom there. CD temp, list LA, which is just ls LA, which is list all of the things in the directory. Does a yum update, and then installs Ansible before it runs Ansible. And then runs the Ansible playbook with the playbook, which is the instance, and then the -i is the inventory, which is the IP text. So that's your Ansible quick start without any information about what Ansible does.
Well, this is sort of how I caught the cloud bug, was doing the same sort of stuff with in the CLI.
Yeah.
Right.
What the hell's he talking about?
But oh yeah, I know this, and you know well over time, oddly enough. Oh man. Okay.
I don't remember how long this took because I just clicked it and then walked away. I don't think it takes more than 5 minutes. So.
Well, yeah. Well, I was thinking about the Terraform course that I was doing, kind of abandoned because of the I had to. I was debugging every section of the course and having to send the it's a free course, right? But it's been there a couple of years, so I was having to send the teacher a debugging report every time I did a new section, and I'm like, I feel like I'm at my job. So I abandoned the course. But one of the things that is in all the code is doing what you did with the access key automatically as part of your code. So when I was doing it, I was like, oh yeah, that, and you just have the same. You have the same one.
I could do that.
But you have to obviously you have to encourage the people to put their own error, file provisioner error. Timeout.
I know it. I remember. So, I know what's going on here. So go to your EC2 instance. That's a security group thing, which I forgot about.
Okay.
So just go to the instance that's running.
Okay.
Click on security. I think it's just the default security group that it works on.
Yep.
So click on default security group, and then edit the inbound rules, because you need to add SSH here to your IP address. So edit inbound rules.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
add you need to add a rule here.
Oh, add one?
And anywhere is fine too, actually, for what we're doing.
I was just gonna do this.
Yeah. If you want to just...
But this is IPv4, this one's IPv6.
It
right?
Doesn't matter. If it picks one, it'll do both. Yeah, that's fine. And if you want to... This still won't work because this is only 80 and 443. You need to add a rule for port 22 as well.
Oh, yeah, right. For SSH, yeah.
Yeah, because you won't SSH into it if it doesn't SSH.
So I gotta put this, right? SSH?
Yeah. And then anywhere is fine. You could make it your IP if you want, but anywhere is fine for now. We'll just get rid of it later.
Okay.
Yeah, now rerun it. That's what took so long.
Okay, and so we're going back to Visual Studio Code, and I'll put Terraform apply, and it should show one change.
Correct.
Two to add, two to destroy. Okay,
Fine.
so we'll put in yes. And I will turn connected.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's how much faster it is. That's the stuff that should have happened. That's all of the things that you would see on all the Ansible stuff.
Yeah, you see Python and Ansible.
Installing HTTP, all that
Okay,
stuff.
it's a complete remote exec complete on the local host. Installing HTTPD. So here comes the Apache server.
Yeah. Cool, right?
Changed localhost. Yeah, installing PHP.
So this isn't that great for doing like one machine, but imagine you needed to provision 100 machines or 500 machines to be exactly the same.
That'd be awesome.
That's where this comes in handy. Or say you want to change one thing, like change some content on something. And you can log into a whole bunch of different ones.
Apply complete. Resources to added, zero change, two destroyed. Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so if you copy that IP address and put it into a web browser,
we'll get a surprise. Oh man. Gotta right click. Copy. Chromium. Here we go.
Yeah, so that's the default Apache page.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it installed Apache, which is good. But go /web at the end of this.
Ooh, the Cloud Brothers. Default demo content. Simple PHP page that displays the date and day of the week. Today is January 5th, 2023. Today is Thursday.
Tuesday.
What?
Thursday.
It is?
Where the server is.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
I'm assuming that's
US East?
might not. We might have to put the time on there. Anyway, that's not the point. We weren't testing PHP and NTP. We were testing Ansible.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we did.
By the time you see this, I'm sure it's January 5th, and it's Thursday.
It'll be Thursday.
If you're in our time zone.
Yeah.
And if your word or tip is like some of our viewers are, it's probably true if I post this tonight.
Just one last thing. Go back to the GitHub page. That one, yeah. And then click on my name. Just go to Smugford.
Yes, sir.
And then repositories again. Oh, it's a handsome-looking gentleman.
Yep. What a distinguished-looking gentleman.
And you see that index? See that one that's underneath there? The index files.
Mm-hmm.
Index files.
Yes.
Click on it. I'm gonna click on the index PHP.
I clicked on it. I swear.
Yeah, it's coming.
Oh, that's where it is. Okay.
That's where it's coming from. So it's checking it out from GitHub. It's not creating it on its own. It's actually grabbing it from GitHub.
Wherever the GitHub server is that this is coming from is where that date is coming from.
Yeah. So go back to the Terraform code in the Ansible Terraform in the Visual Studio code. And look at go instance.yaml.
Oh, the YAML file? Okay.
Yeah. Look at the bottom of that.
Okay. The repos get. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So if I wanted to put different content in there or whatever, I would point this to a different place. And that's it. That's my demo. So if you want to do a Terraform destroy, so you're not paying for this thing.
I do want to do that. So if you're not familiar with Terraform, it's really complicated to undo all the evil you did. You type Terraform It's not. It's the opposite of that.
Well, sometimes it is. That's why I went.
Oh, I see. Well, okay, so this is combined with Ansible. So
So say yes to that.
your managed infrastructure, all your managed infrastructure. So the Ansible connection doesn't make me have to do anything special.
What do you mean?
Well, to destroy things. Because
Oh no, it's not doing anything. It just tears it down. Whatever is there is gone.
Okay.
And
all right. Cool.
it tears down the EBS volume.
That's what I'm
the only
wondering.
thing it won't get rid of is your keys. So you have to destroy your key.
Then the security group changes.
Yeah, and undo the security group change. You should probably do that tonight. Actually, you don't want that open like that. Not that you have a lot of infrastructure running, but it's just a bad habit to leave.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
At least change it to your own IP address, not every IP address.
Yeah. Sure. That's the same reason you have the MFA.
Yeah. But no, there's nothing special about the Ansible for destroying. There's no extra steps. It's the purpose of this, as in all infrastructure of code, is to have a highly repeatable thing that does the same thing every time. And that's it.
Okay. Destroy complete. Resources 6 destroyed. So you did a good job, Scott. There's some clapping for you. Yeah, let's go. I'll probably send you.
I think a day, half day on your own without guidance would do it. But now that you have this video, half an hour watching the video should take you a half hour.
Yeah, and obviously I had to enter my what do you call it? The access key and secret key ID to get it, and which I didn't show on screen. But so you just have to insert your own. And that's what I was going to say is that I will probably I'm going to review some like stuff that I've done, just find out what the code says exactly, and then I'm going to send it to you for like a pull request for that. So good job, like and subscribe, and we hope you enjoyed the content. Yeah, please
play with it. Let me know.
You got any questions? You can contact Scott on the on Git, or you can just comment down below, and we can reply to you that way, or Scott can specifically. I can too, but I'll probably be being nice, because I didn't make this demo. I just like it. All right, peace out. See you next time.